Hey everybody, so today we are going to be getting to that suction motor in our Roborock. Now, this assumes that you just have poor suction and you've already checked the dustbin, the filters, all the pathways. You just can't figure out what is going on. Maybe it's the suction motor. Let's figure out how to replace it. By the way, the channel's been growing fast, so if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that button. As always, start with turning off your Roborock. Take out your dustbin, take off your mop pads, your brush, your beater brush, the big one. Okay, let's start removing screws. Overall, you'll just need 2 screwdrivers for this. Phillips number 2, Phillips number 1. By the way, there is a little plastic cover over one of these screws. Removing that plastic cover voids your warranty, so just keep that in mind. Oh, and of course, remove your brush and lift. Good opportunity to clean this up if you're ready to do that. First thing we're going to do before removing the rest of the screws, let's take this battery out. Over here, make sure to pinch the connector when you're taking it out in order to release it, like that. Okay, next with your number 1 Phillips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws to remove the bumper cover. Now just take off this little plastic piece and remove the cover gently. Kind of have to lift it up, work it out a little bit. There we go. You just have to slide it over this opening. Now it's time to remove more screws. Before we do, there's one little hidden screw hiding right in there. If you can't pull it out with your finger or a little screwdriver, you can use a little pick, but really just anything sharp. Okay, before we do all the other screws, you are going to have to take this side brush motor out. Lift it right out. That's it. Keep it together with screws not to lose them. Okay, so now we're going to remove all the other screws. First of all, there's another hidden screw down here. You probably have a white sticker on there if you have not taken it out previously. Okay, another hidden screw. The reason we had to take out that side brush motor is there's a screw right over there. You can't access it until you remove the motor. Okay, now from here, okay, now looks like we got all the screws. Now let's gently open it up. To do that, you're going to flip it over and gently pry up the top part of the housing. It should be coming off pretty easily. If it's not, double check that you don't have any screws still on there. All right, there is that suction motor that we're interested in. One more quick check you could do is make sure that the entrance to the suction motor is not clogged with something, that there isn't some clump of fur or debris blocking the entrance. So to remove this suction motor, we're going to have to first move this water tank over. There's a screw over here, and then there's a wire way up on top. We're going to have to just get the wires out of there so that we can move it. Okay, just move these wires out, and then you can kind of pivot this a little bit. Now, there's still hose connected here, here, and in the back there. So unless you need to remove this tank, I'd just shift it to the side. Then you just need to shift it only enough. See, there's a screw here. There's a matching screw over there that we need to get to. That's all we need to do. Let's get to that screw. Now, if your hose does come off, the tube does come off like it did for me, you'll have to put it back on later. But it's not that big of a deal. But don't get everything wet in here. Okay, remove these. Okay, there's this retainer. Now your suction motor is ready to come out. As you can see, there's one wire connecting it. Gently, you've got to pry these little edges there. Sometimes it helps going one at a time. If you need to, you can use little pliers, very gently. There you go. I'll do a little bit of reassembly to just show how everything goes back together. You're going to take your new motor, plug it in, like that. Make sure these wires are fully seated. Here we go. We're going to put this in here. Don't forget your retainer. This is going to line up right over here, this little tab here. Get your retainer in there between the wires. There we go. Okay, now as you remember, this is the water tank, and the tube over here came off. It's still right in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little pliers here to grab the tube and put it back on. If you can't do it, that's okay. You can always remove this. See this duct? This is the duct for the waste. There are 3 screws there. You could remove it, then you'd be able to pull the tube up better, install this, and put the duct back at the end. But I should be able to reach it with the pliers, so I'm just going to do it that way. But of course, do it very gently. If you're going to rip anything, just do it a different way. Here's another view. There's the little nipple that the tube goes on. There's the tube right in there. So I'm going to grab the tube with the pliers and feed it onto the nipple there. I was just checking to make sure the tube was still on there, and it is. So it's good. Definitely you don't want to reassemble this with the tube off. These wires, just feed them back one by one. Don't try to do them all at once. Okay, and now we are going to put the screw back that holds our water tank in place. And after this, we're just going to put the wires back in the wireway, and everything else is the same as what we did for removal. Put everything back together and you're done. Put the cover back. motor. And that's it. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.